Hey guys, welcome back to Capital Fitness. Now, as I discussed in the previous video, I'm going to be talking now a little bit more into the dieting on what you're going to need for either gaining weight or losing weight. Now, I've asked many of my friends, clients, and also followers on Instagram to ask me a question or two regarding either how to reach either or goal. And some of the questions are as follows. It's mainly your diet. You can lift as many weights as you can, as heavy weight as you can. You can do as many sets, as many reps, but you're not necessarily going to gain any muscle unless you have the appropriate nutrients to help recover and with growth. And also, you're not going to be able to gain muscle mass if you don't have the energy. So if you don't have the energy to do the workout, how are you going to have the energy to have those muscles contract, to actually move and help you grow? Again, it's your diet. You could do as many cardio sessions as you want. You could be on the treadmill for hours and hours. You could come into the gym, work out. You could do multiple classes. But then again, it just depends on how many calories you take in and how many calories you burn. It's really important that you understand the concept of what you eat is really important. Nutrient dense foods. You just can't compare, oh, well, I'm eating, let's say, 70 grams of pizza versus 70 grams of brown rice. They're not the same. They're equal in carbs, but they're not equal in quality. Well, if you look back on the video I just did, the basics of nutrition, you understand why you need certain nutrients in order to build muscle. Now, once again, if you're trying to build muscle, you're gonna need protein. Protein is for growth and repair. You're gonna come to the gym, you're gonna work out, you're gonna break down that muscle tissue. In order to build new, you're gonna need a good amount of protein for every meal and after every workout, so that way you could gain mass. Another thing is, if you look back on the other video that I posted up, the types of training, if you're gonna go through a vigorous workout in order to gain strength or muscle size, hypertrophy, you're gonna wanna make sure you have enough carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is the main source of fuel for your muscles and brain. And in order to continue breaking down the muscle, you're gonna need carbohydrates in order to continue contracting and continue working out at that level of intensity. Now, it goes the same thing for losing weight. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, carbohydrates are bad. Not necessarily. Carbohydrates are actually meant to be good because, again, it's the main source of energy for your brain and your muscles. It's just the type of carbohydrates you use. Just like I said in the beginning, you can't compare 70 grams of pizza to 70 grams of brown rice or red potatoes. It's not the same. It's quality over quantity and calories in versus calories out. There's different macronutrients you're gonna need in order for you to help you drop weight. One thing that you're gonna always want is protein, again, because you need muscles. Muscles are actually gonna help you burn calories. 2, carbohydrates, because you're gonna need them for the energy to work out. Trust me, if you go low on carbohydrates or zero carbohydrates, how do you feel in the beginning of the day? How do you feel at the end of the day? Exhausted, flushed. You don't even wanna move. Another nutrient you're gonna need are fats, because again, in the previous video that I just made, basics of nutrition, fats help with a longer duration of energy. So in other words, aerobic. So if you're gonna be doing cardio, that's the number one energy source that's gonna be triggering in. Well, a carb cycle is pretty much in the name. You cycle out different amounts of carbs throughout the week. And it's really specific on how you do it. You just can't jump in there, you're gonna go high, low, high. It has to be specific to your goal. You wanna supply your body with different sources of energy. So if you're gonna go on a low, moderate, high, you're still working at a high level of intensity. You're tricking the body on utilizing the fuel that you're being given from the food to the fuel that you have stored, fat. Look, now for weight loss, it's actually really beneficial because that's something you want to do. You're trying to burn whatever you have stored, but yet you're still getting enough fuel sources so that way you're able to come into the gym and work out. And the thing about it is, if you don't understand on how to carb cycle or what will be the best carb cycle for your goal, you can visit my website at capitalfit.co, send me an email, and we'll take the necessary steps to get you closer to your goal. Thanks for watching. Grow healthy, stay wealthy.